Mike the Situation Sorrentino has 3 siblings. He used to be the closest with his little sister Melissa.
We love each other no matter what.
But that was long before Mike was successful in his sobriety journey. The family faced a crazy scandal and the Sorrentino siblings dealt with their legal drama. So what is Melissa's relationship with Mike like today? The truth about what she's been up to since we last saw her is pretty insane, so let's break it down. During the original Jersey Shore series, Melissa made a few surprising appearances. She even got super close with Vinny one night, if you know what I mean, but after the series wrapped in 2012, we didn't see or hear from her for quite a while. At first, it seemed like she might have been trying to live more privately by staying out of the spotlight. It would have made sense if she wanted to keep her personal details out of the public eye, since her relationship was getting a little more serious. In 2011, Melissa had started dating a new guy named Michael Sussman. I don't think anyone would have blamed her for staying away from reality TV for good, but in 2014, Entertainment Weekly made a truly unexpected announcement. It came out that Mike, Melissa, and the rest of their family had just started filming their own reality show called The Sorrentinos. The series premiered a few months later, but it ended after just 1 season. Even though the show was short-lived, there were a lot of interesting takeaways about Melissa and her exciting life updates. At the time, she had just graduated from Brookdale Community College with a business management degree, but that wasn't all. Melissa and her boyfriend Michael had recently gotten engaged. She was in the process of planning their future wedding, but she was even busier taking care of her mom and brothers. What the Sorrentinos revealed about Melissa's role in the family was so bizarre. Melissa actually managed almost every aspect of her family members' lives. Frank, who's known as Maximo, explained how important his sister was in keeping the entire family on the right track in an unbelievable way.
Without your heart, you can't survive. Without Melissa, we can't survive.
Believe it or not, Melissa even handled financial accounts for her brothers, and based on everything else she did for them on a daily basis, they would have been completely lost without her.
I'm the cleaner of everything. I pay for their cars, buy their clothes, run their personal lives.
At one point, Mark made it sound like his sister was basically his receptionist.
I don't even like any of the family members speaking to me. I want them to speak to Melissa, and Melissa can relay it to me.
Melissa had a ton of responsibilities to worry about while supervising the whole family, but that doesn't mean they had pushed her into taking over every detail of their lives, not even close.
I just can't help but take care of them, even my mother.
More than anything, Melissa acted almost like a parent to her brothers and newly single mom. She even tried to give her mother dating advice so that she could find a respectful boyfriend. But as nice as it was for her to look out for everyone, it had to have been extremely exhausting. Melissa wasn't only managing the daily lives of her family members, she was also working as the vice president of operations for the family's tanning salon franchise. That meant she was in charge of choosing all the products they sold at their business. Melissa felt like she had to dedicate her time and energy to her mom and brothers no matter what, but the stress she was taking on just to keep their lives running smoothly really wasn't healthy. And by the time they were done filming, she was probably more overwhelmed than ever. In the series finale, Mike was arrested at the family tanning salon after getting into a physical fight with Maximo, but the legal trouble was far from over for the brothers. A few months after Mark and Mike were indicted on tax fraud charges, while Mike was sentenced to 8 months in prison, Mark was given a 2-year term. There was obviously no way Melissa could fix her brother's prison problems, but the following year she started focusing a lot more on her own life. In September 2015, Melissa and Michael got married, and another year later we finally got to see behind the scenes of Melissa's big day during an episode of TLC Say Yes to the Dress. But when she went to Kleinfeld bridal shop in New York City to find her dream dress, Melissa was once again overshadowed by her family's chaos. After her brothers realized they were taking over Melissa's special moment, they stopped arguing. Eventually, Melissa had the support of her mom, brothers, and Mike's now wife Lauren when it came to the perfect dress. But despite how entertaining the dynamic is between Melissa and her brothers, we haven't got to see it in years. After her wedding, Melissa pretty much disappeared from the spotlight altogether. She switched all of her active social media accounts from public to private, but that wasn't all. Since then, she's rarely been spotted on the internet, including on her family members' profiles. house. According to New Jersey property records, Melissa and her husband made an exciting move in the fall of 2018. They purchased a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom house for $557,000, and it's insanely spacious. Melissa and Michael's home is massive at 4,480 square feet. Not only that, but the size of the lot the house is on is a whopping 8,300 square feet. It doesn't seem like the couple has any kids yet. Although they keep their lives so private now, it's almost impossible to know what's really going on in their family. Unfortunately, Melissa was dragged into an insane family scandal in October 2021. Maximo posted a photo of his hospital chart on Instagram and claimed that he was just about to undergo emergency surgery. But that's when things got incredibly messy. Maximo thanked his friends for their well wishes and then told his family to never talk to him again. He had been so close with Melissa and was even her man of honor at her wedding, but apparently she and the rest of the family were no longer speaking to Maximo. Several hours later, Maximo posted an update on Facebook about his medical condition. He revealed the odds of him surviving the surgery he was about to have weren't exactly favorable, but what he did next was honestly unbelievable. Maximo slapped Melissa and his other family members for not reaching out to check on him, and he even tagged their accounts in the post. The whole ordeal seemed really sad and also super confusing, but what Mike had to say about Mike's family call out was so crazy. Mike claimed that he and the rest of his family had previously blocked Maximo on social media for a shocking reason. Allegedly, Maximo was struggling with his mental health, but also a serious substance use problem. The family had supposedly tried to get him help, but he responded by repeatedly blowing up on them. Sadly, it seems like Melissa and most of her family members still aren't on speaking terms with Maximo, but when they were getting along, Melissa clearly loved and cared a lot for him. Hopefully their relationship improves in the future. Aside from the tension with Maximo, Melissa has apparently stayed out of public scandals. She didn't agree to be filmed for the episode of Jersey Shore that showed Mike and Lauren's wedding, but she was there. She's obviously happy being off camera now, which is honestly understandable. That doesn't mean there aren't plenty of Jersey Shore viewers who miss being able to watch Melissa's interactions with her brothers, but most people realize that it would be too difficult for her to appear on another show with her family without also giving up her privacy. Melissa seems to have changed quite a lot from her days of partying with Mike's shoremates and managing her brothers' lives. She is currently content with living quietly alongside her husband, far away from reality TV and its drama. But now that we've gotten into what's really been going on with Melissa since we last saw her, I want to know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on her decision to completely step away from the public eye? What do you think about how she used to constantly take care of her brothers and their business? Let me know in the comments below.